Hello there, just before I start the video, just wanted to show you my outfit of the day. The video is just really me going to Sainsbury's and what I bought there, if you want to stick around and watch it. So this is what I wore. So you've seen all this before, the t-shirt and the skirt from yours that some of you liked and some of you didn't. Most of you did though, and I did ask current husband his opinion, and he said the material looks like a cow. So I thought, well, I could go two ways with this then, couldn't I? But I thought I'll just ignore him. So I've got my Marks & Spencer's Ecru colour denim jacket, the Marks & Spencer £6.50 t-shirt I bought last week before, whenever, the skirt from yours, and some trainers. I will step back, and sorry about the creaky thing. Right, here we go. Oh, bashed into the chair. So yeah, that's what I had on to go to Sainsbury's. So on with the video. Hello there and welcome. My name is Linda and my channel is called Linda T70. It's really good to have your company today. Today's video is sort of based around my shopping trip this morning to Sainsbury's. I'm not going to show you loads of every single thing I bought because, I mean, it's boring enough going around choosing it in the first place, let alone showing it to all you guys. So I've just picked out a few things that either might be of interest or, you know, I just want to show you anyway. Thank you so much for subscribing, by the way. I know I just want to say this before I start because my subscriptions have gone up, and it's really, I'm so pleased, and thank you so much. It's you know, if it wasn't for you guys watching and liking and subscribing and all that stuff, I'd be wasting my time really, wouldn't I? But I do appreciate it, and you know, I've still got a way to go, but my little corner, I'm quite pleased in my little corner of the internet that most of you anyway, seem to enjoy listening to me rattle on. Having said that, I'm going to stop going on now. So I went to Sainsbury's this morning. Now this is not because I think Sainsbury's is the best supermarket in the world or anything. I just, as I've probably told you before, I go there because it's the closest supermarket to me that is a reasonable size. I don't know if other people get this sort of overwhelming thing when they go shopping. Certainly in supermarkets, finding things, and you know, so I tend to stick with what I know. And I know lots of people like to go to 2 or 3 different supermarkets. Frankly, that's not for me. I've been shopping for food for more than half of my life, and it's not got any more interesting. So, you know, I just like to get in there and just get what I need and get out. And quite often I have deliveries as well. But today I went into the shop because sometimes you just see things you wouldn't normally see, do you? Anyway, so I wanted to start off with something that I think is interesting. So if you don't like wine or drink alcohol, this will be boring, but I do like wine, and I saw this today. I don't know if all of you will be aware. I know that a lot of alcohol on the shelves, not alcohol, wine on the shelves in shops tends to be French, Italian, German, bit of German, doesn't seem to be a huge amount, Australia, you know, New World, and so, you know, American, Californian tends to be, doesn't it, and, you know, Australasia. But I hit on something a few years ago, and I don't know if it's news to you. I know that there's a lot of Chilean wine around, but I went to a wine tasting with, just move my chair, with my daughter's mother-in-law. This was before lockdown, so we're talking a few years ago. And so it was just what it says on the tin, really. You know, we sat there at these little tables, and they brought out all these different wines for us to test. only little ones, you know, we weren't sort of knocking it back and getting absolutely legless. And from that day on, I realised that I really liked Argentinian wine. So it's not, I'm not saying that it's a rare thing, but I think it's less, there's less of it around or less of it available than other countries. So, but I would recommend it. Now, I know your taste in anything is differs from one person to another, but I find it, and I'm no expert on how to describe this really, because then, you know, within the country there are different grapes and different different flavours. So anyway, I found this one today, and this is a Pinot Grigio. So I thought, you know, if oops, hang on. Well, it's not focusing, but it is a Pinot Grigio. It's 2022 and it's Argentinian, as I say. The branding on the front is Grafigna, I think, Grafigna. And this was actually £9, which I know is quite expensive. I just bought the one bottle to try and to, you know, just to mention to you if you fancy trying something a bit different. I don't think it's all expensive. I mean, I kind of think now an average, you know, I don't know how much people are prepared to pay for wine. I mean, if you're just having it, you know, just glugging it down, maybe you don't want to spend so much. But for something you really like, and if you're having it with a meal, because this one does say, the description is a crisp, balanced wine with intense floral and fruity notes of white peaches and apricots. And then in capitals it says genius pairing with white meat and fresh shellfish. But that doesn't mean to say you can't have it with a bag of crisps or something, you know, so it's entirely up to you. So I don't know what this is going to be like. I just thought I'd mention it. When I saw it there, they did that. This was, I think, the only Argentinian wine they had in the white anyway. I didn't look on the red side, but I would equally say red Argentinian wines I find nice. So if you'd like to try something a bit different and you've never tried Argentinian wine before, perhaps give it a go and see what you think. Yes, so this is a Pinot Grigio Grafigna 2022, and I'm so sorry this doesn't focus very well. Not really very good at this sort of stuff, am I? If I go a bit closer maybe. Oh, you get the idea, don't you? It's a bottle of wine, what can I say? So anyway, as I say, that was £9, which is a little bit above my normal price point for wine in general, but, you know, I thought my viewers are worth it. So, yeah, I'll show you a few bits I bought. There's nothing significant about most of them. I bought a 4-pack of tuna chunks, because I like a tuna sandwich. I spent roughly, and you'll probably see why this is so much for relatively little stuff. I spent just under £150, and that was with a couple of quid knocked off with my nectar. But as I say, this isn't everything I bought, but some of the higher price point things are in here. I saved on some biscuits. These were quite cheap and cheerful ones. Got oaty rounds and ginger snaps. And I sort of think, well, if they don't look terribly interesting and exciting, which these don't, they were less than £1 a packet, maybe I won't want to eat them. So I thought, well, you never know, do you? For dinner tonight, I'm going to do a stir fry. So I apologise for the crinkly noise. I know that's a bit of a thing with this sort of haul. So I bought some mixed veg stir fry, some Singapore style noodles, and edamame beans. stir fry as well. So just chuck basically all that in. I've got some flavouring already, and I've got some chunks of chicken to put in, so that'll be nice. I did buy, I should have had my receipt actually, but this was about £7 I think, a couple of bits for my dogs. So sorry I keep bending down. It's not really a very easy way of doing this sort of stuff. I suppose if you've got an island in your kitchen, I mean I've got a little bit that comes out in my kitchen, and you can stand there and put stuff on it, but it's not particularly big. So yeah, I don't know, unless you've got a big swanky kitchen, I suppose it's a bit difficult to do this sort of thing. And of course everything you want's at the bottom, isn't it? Well, I'll just pull this stuff out and show you what I got. So, some beetroot, I thought, the sun's out, salad, who doesn't want one of those? Some cheese and onion ready-made sandwiches stuff. My current husband likes a cheese and onion sandwich, and I make his lunch first thing in the morning, so it's usually around 6:30 or 7 o'clock, and really I do not want to be slicing onions at that time in the morning, so I thought he can have this and like it, or he can go without cheese and onion sandwiches. Bought some nice large fine tomatoes. I should really have looked at these though, because I don't know, I mean I do have a garden and I like plants and planting, but I don't do vegetables, and I don't think it's probably tomato season yet, although maybe they're being forced through, I don't know. But these aren't British, these are from the Netherlands, and I thought, oh, I should have checked really, but I did want some tomatoes. We've got carrots here. These are from Suffolk, kilogram. They're all bits and piece shapes, which is absolutely fine. My dogs like eating these as well. They're like a raw carrot. These are on offer. Jersey Rob new potatoes. I've just realised. Oh no, I did notice that in the shop, because today's the sell by date. But I don't know, what do you like for using things after the date? I do it all the time. I do use the nose test, and I know that they say, well, that's not really good enough, but we're all still here. So, but yeah, some nice Jersey rolls. You can have those with, I'll use those tomorrow or something. I bought, oh, I've just thought what I've forgotten. Sorry about that. Yeah, I thought I'd make what I call a paella, but it's not really a paella, it's just my take on it really. So basically you get some paella rice and you bung a load of stuff into it and you know, eat it. So I bought some of that from from Sainsbury's. I was fine with this though, and they do arboreto rice and various ones packaged like this, and it's literally just in the packet, there's no inner pack, and which fair enough, it's all packaging we don't really need. But the only thing I find is I never get round to using the whole packet, so it sits in my cupboard and you can't shut the lid up properly. I know this is a bit of a first world problem, isn't it? But you know, and I don't know if it will go off or not. So I invariably, and then if I do use it within a certain period of time, if I want some more, I've never quite got enough for the next one, so I still have to go and buy another one. I don't know where I'm going wrong really with all this stuff. I'm a bit of a twit, aren't I? But this is good till 2026. I suppose we should be all right. So yeah, don't do that, Linda. So yeah, Spanish paella rice, and with that I wanted to buy some seafood to go in it. I bought another lot of chicken bits to go in if I want to put that in. Sometimes I don't. I like to put seafood in, and they didn't have very much in Sainsbury's today on the fish counter. Well, it's not a fish counter, they did away with all those, didn't they? It's just, you know, on the feature end thing. So I bought a little in the frozen food bit. Some of these things I think you can cook from frozen and some of them maybe not, I don't know. But I bought some Patagonian scallops. I think these were £3 or £4, something like that. And I could have bought some fresh prawns. They always have loads of prawns in there, but I thought I'd go for uncooked ones. Raw. That's the word, isn't it? Raw. These are responsibly sourced, you'll be pleased to know. So I've got some of those. I think I probably have to thaw those. Don't know, I'll check that. I don't know, can't see. Anyway. And I bought a little bit of salmon. So I thought, and the other thing I've got is I've got a pack of mussels as well. So I thought I can stir some of this stuff in. I mean, like, I'm no great shakes with cooking, as you could probably tell. I don't dislike cooking food because if I want to eat stuff, I cook it. You know, I'm the one that's here all the time, and it doesn't bother me to cook, although, as I say, it's one of life's great thrills for me. But so I just kind of make stuff up as I go along and chuck in what I've got when I've got it. And so that's what I've done here, really. So I'll probably put some of this in. And I was trying to find some calamari, and they didn't have any fresh. There's twice I've looked for calamari and I haven't found it. And I looked in the frozen bit, and they had this one, which is battered, which obviously I won't add into it, but I thought that could perhaps be on the side or something, so I just bought those. So that's for my paella type dinner, which I'm quite looking forward to doing. So there's that, and the stir fry. And with the stir fry, I'll just season the chicken. I mean, I've got some, hoisin sauce, is it? I've got some of that stuff in the cupboard, so I'll just chuck a bit of that in. And while we're on the subject of frozen things, this is something, I don't know if everybody knows about these chips. If you like a chip, and I normally make my own chips because it's not really any bother, but sometimes you want some really quickly and you don't want to peel or, you know, bugger about with, you don't want to mess about with, you know, chopping them up or anything. So I found these. Okay. They're McCain's Gastro triple cooked chips, and they are very nice. I would say that they taste far better than most other chips, frozen chips I've tried. I don't always give these to children. Like my grandson has his dinner here once a week after I pick him up from school, and he always has a pizza. It's a bit of a joke, really. He likes a pizza, so I always buy him a particular pizza, one of 2 flavours that he likes, and I give him some chips. And I think they're Aunt Bessie's ones, but if it was, generally speaking, if it's for us, I actually cut up potatoes and whatever and make them myself, but just chuck them in the oven, it's easy. I don't know why I'm telling you, you probably you will all know this just as much as I know, but anyway, if you fancy something that tastes a bit nicer, and I think in the oven for 25 minutes or something, depending on how hot your oven is, and they're really nice, so I can give those a bit of a recommend. Let's see what else we've got in here. Oh yeah, I bought some sugar snap peas and some mange tout, and they can go in the stir fry, or we just have them as a vegetable with our meals, or they're nice in salads, aren't they? So quite good stuff. I tried to pick out the stuff that didn't look too, you know, like I eat terrible food or anything. I tried to pick out the best things. And here I am. And a cucumber and some spring onions. So that is those things. The last bits I was going to show you was, again, sorry about this noise with the bag and everything. A couple of things I got for my dogs. As I've told you before, they're getting really old now. What have I done with it? Oh yeah, that's it. Well, really old. They're getting quite old now, and I'm trying to take better. Well, I've always taken good care of them. They've got a health check next week. That's something out of practice. Sorry if this is bits about doggy things. So if you're bored with dogs or don't like them or something, please feel free to do this. They're offering a half-yearly sort of health check that the nurses do at our surgery. So I thought, well, I might as well just get them checked out. I think they're all right, apart from the general old age things, and the one that whose tablets I steal. You know, the one that's got arthritis in her back legs. You know, other than that, I think they're all right. But I was looking as. They've got the worst thing really about the two of them is their teeth, and one of them's had several teeth extracted because they. I mean, it's a bit like people, isn't it? And forgive me if I'm repeating. I've said this before, but some individuals have great teeth and never need to go to the dentist and just eat a bit of everything, and another individual will eat a bit of everything and have all their teeth decay or loads of fillings and stuff. I think it's like anything really, it's pot luck, isn't it? And one of mine has always had not particularly good teeth, so she did have some removed, and the other one now, the older one, her teeth aren't very white at all, and I give them quite a lot of crunchy stuff. I try very hard not to give them anything that, you know, like off of our plate type of stuff. I mean, inevitably there's the odd thing, and current husband's a bit naughty about that. We'd never give him a whole plate of anything, but you know, like you might give him a corner of your bit of toast or something like that. They like raw broccoli stalks, and they like raw carrots, and one of them likes apple, and they have with their meat they have crunchy stuff in it as well. So I don't know why their teeth are so bad. Now I've never, I say that, I've never been able to clean them. They just won't let me do it. And I've been to the vet and asked them, and they've given me all sorts of things, but no, they don't want to do it. But I went to the vet yesterday to pick up Tilly's arthritis tablets, and I asked the woman about it then, and she said, well, if you can get some toothpaste just in her mouth, don't have to rub it on or do anything like that. She said that might help a bit. So, bit of a long story, sorry. But I went to Sainsbury. I went to Sainsbury's. When I was in Sainsbury's, I was on the dog bit, and I found this toothpaste, which I think I've bought before. But I was trying to get it in with a brush thing that you put on the end of your finger, and like I say, they weren't having any of that. But this is liver flavour apparently, so I'm going to give that a try. I think this was about £2 or £3. I should find the receipt, shouldn't I? But it wasn't a lot of money, so I thought it's worth. And the one I had before, which I think is the same, is probably gone off now. So I thought, well, I'll try this, and I'm going to have a go with this after I finish doing the video. Anti-plaque, anti-tartar, vet strength, and it's got enzymes. I don't think it'll do any good now. I think it's probably gone too far. But I'm fully expecting that when I take them to the health check, they'll suggest that there's some extractions. But they manage quite well without many teeth, because Tilly does. She can eat anything really. So the other thing with Tilly I noticed was the pads of her paws are a little bit dry, and I saw this on the shelf. It's called Buggerlugs. Buggerlugs, that's the brand, and it's oatmeal nose and paw balm, soothes and relieves dry cracked paws. So that's this, if you can see. I hope that looks like it might be focusing a bit. So it's like a little deodorant thing. Now I don't know what's going to stop them licking this off. because it's quite soft. It smells quite pleasant, to be honest, but I'm going to give that a go because you know, I hadn't noticed. I don't know how long her paws have been. They're a little bit cracked. They're not too bad. They're not like, you know, bleeding or anything like that, but I thought I'd give that a try. And I didn't know you could put stuff on their nose either, but then their noses I think are okay. It's just their paws, so I'm going to give that a go. I can't see the older one letting me anywhere near them, nearer, but the little one might, the younger one might. And the other thing I saw in there, this is the last thing, so don't oh, second to last thing. This is, I did buy some of these on the subject of teeth. These are just Sainsbury's own branded dental sticks, and my vet told me, asked me which brand I used once, and I told them that I just buy these, and they said, oh, buy what's the proper brand? What's the proper brand? The posh one. God, I can't think what it is. Dentasticks, is it? Is that the brand? Anyway, it's the branded one that most of the places sell. And they said, well, there's something else in those, and you know, they're better than these. So I started buying those for ages, and then I thought, what's the point? It's not really making any difference. So they like these, and I feel like I'm doing some good, so I give them those. And the last thing on the subject of dogs is this salmon oil. There we go. Hopefully that's focusing a bit. It's in like a ketchup bottle, isn't it? Don't want to get muddled up, do you? This is for, I could do with some of this. It's for energy and vitality. Omega 3 and 6. Tasty salmon. So it gives you a shiny, well, not me, but gives the dogs a shiny coat. It supports the heart and cardiovascular system and supports joint mobility. Now, I'm a bit reluctant. You might think, well, you just bought all this stuff, Linda. What are you saying? I don't generally buy anything apart from, you know, food for my dogs from anywhere other than the vet. You know, I'm not one of, I always buy the proper worming and flea treatment, and you know, if I can, I get the shampoo, proper shampoo. That there's one that's particularly good for schnauzers, I think. But I thought, well, this, apparently you put this on their food, and if it helps a bit, I don't know. Well, when I go next week, I will ask the nurse that's doing the check on them if it will be of any use. But this was about £7 or £8, was it? And this was about, I'm rounding up probably, say 8, say 5, say 3. I'm not entirely sure, but, and I don't know how much these are, they're just about £1. I think they're not very much. But so they were the bigger item, the bigger price points. So that's it. I think that's everything I was going to show you. My bag is now empty. I hope this hasn't been too boring for you. In the event, in the sort of effort for me to try and do 2 videos a week, I thought, you know, you might find this a bit interesting. Some people like shopping hauls, food hauls, and some people don't they? So we try and please everyone, don't we? I've got another video I'm going to try and get up on Friday. I've got a couple of days ahead of me now where I've got to do some work for current husband. So and I've ordered something to arrive, some stuff to arrive to do with a view to doing the video on Friday. If there's any reason that I'm not putting it out, I'll let you know, because I'm sure you're all sitting there thinking, oh my God, I can't wait till Friday. But anyway, I will say bye-bye for now. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for listening to me, listening to my stories when I have them, listening to me go about doggy stuff. If you would like to, if you like watching and you'd like to subscribe, please do so. You don't have to pay anything. It's, you know, it's free. You just thingy the button. Or liking the video, that it all helps and gets my videos out there, and just and it's nice to have your company. It's nice that the people that reply to me or, you know, talk to me every week when I put videos up, You know, it genuinely do. I know we all say it on YouTube, but it's genuine, it's true. It's just like, I know a lot of you, so I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I'm going to stop going on because I'm beginning to a bit now. But you all take care, and I'll see you very soon. So bye bye.